Like when everyone has a say, everyone's involved in a kind of talk or something. Because I think some people learn more with kind of talking and answering questions and stuff like that, rather than just sitting down, copying off a board or something and just writing in a book.
And you get to do like group work as well as work on your own.
All the time, like, you're not always taking notes from the book and from the board. Like lessons you can interact with. Like sometimes you can work in pairs or groups, and like you can do a PowerPoint.
And you're interacting with the teacher, find out if you need help.
Yeah. Well, I always really enjoy it when there's lots of discussions in the class, where everyone's got a say and where it's all kind of snowballing around. So I find a lot more people get involved that way, and it's a lot more fun and interesting.
Sometimes group work can really help in that if you get loads of ideas together, it's that kind of combination of like everybody's.
And one person may explore something you never thought about before, like or you might have thought about something that they haven't thought about before.
Yeah, and in that way you can really get some really decent.
And when a teacher interacts with the class, like not just a teacher who sits right at the front and just tells you to read thing. When they can elaborate on their points and give examples. Because you find yourself sometimes in exams, when you think back, you remember the thing that the teacher said, the example, then it can help you remember what.
A good A-level lesson is one where you're involved and you're not just sat there, the teacher isn't just reading from a book or just dictating everything and you're just copying.
I don't like when it goes over the top with like everyone talking, like people in the class maybe get a bit overexcited or something and start talking too much, and then like it just makes me not be able to concentrate as much. So I think it has to be a good balance of people talking and the teacher talking and the teacher dictating what's happening and stuff like that.
It's bad when people don't encourage you to have an opinion, like when people say you have to learn it like this and you have to write it in this way rather than letting someone explore their own unique story.
I suppose any lesson where we're treated like GCSE kids, because we are more mature now. I think everyone's felt the dynamic shift.
I don't like it when there's when we have to sit and watch the teacher write on the board for too long, because then we're not getting much work done, we're just watching what they're doing.
Yeah, I'd much rather be active around the classroom than just sitting still. Yeah, and if everyone's got a say, then then you'll know whether some people are falling behind or going further ahead, and you can learn whether to focus on certain people or not.
Yeah, if you're just sat with a textbook in front of you, sometimes that may not be like the best way to go about it.
Some people learn that way.
Some people learn that way, but other people, it really depends on what kind of a learner you are, I suppose. But I can't work just a textbook in front of me.
I really hate it when you're just sat there and every lesson's exactly the same. Like you get out your book, you learn, you go.
Working in a group, making posters, because it's better than working.
Hands-on learning is really good, where you get to do activities rather than just learning about it or thinking about it. Physically doing the activities, or even helping another person to do it helps learn, and using the people around you and the tools around.
It's the interaction between the teachers.
I'd like to see more support from the teachers outside of the lesson, because there's not really enough opportunity for A-level students to just be able to go to a teacher, because they're always like busy with other classes. So it'd be nice if you could have like just like an after-school session with like support.